What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to some Canadian memes. It is time once again to take a look at some funny, random internet pictures with text on them, also known as memes. And today, I guess we're going to find out if I can understand these Canadian references or what exactly I can learn about Canadian culture through the memes. So let's take a look at some of these, starting with, it says, other people. I'm so sad. Summer's ending. Yes, no kidding. Seriously, this is very applicable. And then it says, this would be a Canadian saying, hockey's coming. You know what? Bless you guys. Like, here in the United States, when summer's coming to an end, like, it's just depressing. Like, there's nothing we are looking forward to. Like, most of us Americans hate the winter. We suck at surviving in the winter. We don't venture outside like Canadians. We don't Everything gets shut down. We're stuck indoors. It's dark and gloomy, and at least for you Canadians, you guys seem to have a good attitude about it. Like, and hockey starts, or I don't know anything about like the hockey seasons or like when that starts. Does it start right after like summer, I guess? So you got that to look forward to. Bless you guys. Because summer ending is just depressing for us Americans. So, moving on. This says, okay. What does this say? On the top, it's is that Bugs Bunny? Is he doing okay? Anyway, it's Bugs Bunny. America says, work or starve. True. It's a very blunt way of putting how the American life works. But yes, work or starve. And then in Canada, it says work and starve. This one freaking, I don't know what it is. If it's Bugs Bunny who looks high, or just how like morbid and dark this meme is. That really, whoo, that's funny. Is that what it's like in Canada? Is this a rare America win? America W? Like, is this a rare meme where it's actually implying Americans have it slightly better? In America, you can work or starve. You can work and survive. It is possible, I've heard. In Canada, you have to work and you starve. Doesn't matter. Oh my God. Is that really what it's like? I've heard quite a few times now that groceries and food in Canada in particular are very, very expensive for whatever reason. So I hope this is an exaggeration, but in Canada, you have to work and you starve to death. So that's tough. Let's keep going here. This is like a news report. It says Canada flight delay turns into a mass sing-along. Is Canada real? Is Canada a real place? I've heard it is. This just sounds made up. Like, there's no freaking way. A Canada flight delay turned into a sing-along. Instead of getting irate when the flight was delayed, these passengers in the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador partied with a mass sing-along. Bless you guys. Bless you again. Canada is a special place. This is not what would happen in the United States at all. If someone even dared to attempt to start a sing-along in the United States, the things they would get thrown at them, the things they'd get thrown at them, they would rue the day that America started allowing people to carry guns. Because don't start a sing along. But joking aside, I hope this is true. Like, I don't know if this is a true news story or if this is like a made up meme. This is incredible if in Newfoundland and Labrador there was a sing along when a flight was delayed. That is a part of humanity I thought was long lost. Okay, this is Canadian riots. Sorry to bother you, but perhaps you should take a break as our mayor. That's oh my God, this is the most polite rioting I've ever seen in my life. These are real? This is amazing. Don't do it again, okay? And she's using a ruler as the stick. Sorry to bother you. Perhaps you should take a break. These are so well articulated and well thought out. You know, I've actually seen the picture on the right. The guy with the I am a little upset. I've seen that one before. But these other, I thought it was like a one-off kind of thing. No. Canadians, this is, you know, in Canada, you guys have a stereotype in America of being very polite and agreeable and calm and thoughtful. And if this is the rioting in Canada, you know, maybe these are like extreme examples, but if these actually exist, that is incredible. And that says something very positive about Canadian culture, actually. This is a Canadian garbage can. It's a bunch of, oh my God. I've heard of Tim Hortons. I know it's like very popular in Canada. Is it this popular that your trash cans are overflowing just with Tim Hortons cups? Oh my God. Like, there's no equivalent to this in the United States. I've never seen a trash can overflowing with Starbucks. I've never seen it overflowing with Dunkin' Donuts. I feel like Tim Hortons in Canada is some kind of cultural cornerstone that there's no equivalent here in America. Seriously. If this is like just judging by this meme, maybe I'm looking too deeply into the meme, but my God. This says, Canadian security. It may seem rude, but for security reasons, please do not open the door to strangers. Why do you feel obligated to write on the signs? Like, I've seen other pictures from Canada where it's like a sign that says, sorry, blah, 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 this is closed. This says, it might seem rude, but please don't open the door. You don't have to, I guess, you know, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. This is very nice. And you guys have a very civilized society, but it's not, I don't think it's necessary. It's for security reasons. You're keeping the place secure. It's not rude. Nobody thinks it's rude to not open the door to strangers. Because for security, you know, you can almost take the politeness too far. Is that just me? Maybe that's like an American thing, but it's almost like a waste of, like, for this sign has so many extra words and you need to cut to the chase. For safety, you need your sign to be more concise. Like, please don't open the door to strangers. Bam. That would have, the addition of it may seem rude is just hilarious. Probably unnecessary, but what do I know? The design of the new $1 bill looks pretty cool. I didn't think Canada had a $1 bill, right? You just got them coins. The loonie. The loonie. That's what it is. That's right. Them loony coins. Wait a minute. This isn't a $1 bill. This is a $20 bill. The design of the new $1 bill looks cool. I I think I get it. This is a this is a Canada dollar joke, like saying that the Canadian dollar isn't worth $20 anymore or something like that. I have seen that the Canadian dollar has lost value against the US dollar, especially recently. That's unfortunate. Maybe an opportune time for me to load up on Coffee Crisp or whatever Canadian thing. If the Canadian dollar is losing value. But anyway, this is both depressing, maybe true, also an exaggeration, funny, solid meme actually. This says any catch that is bigger than an Atlantic cod can't fly. What? Wait, what? And there's French. There's French, so you know this is in Canada. Is this saying your carry-on bag can't be bigger than a cod? Than a fish? Or oh my god, this is amazing. Is this real? I hope this is real. You this is saying you can't bring anything bigger than an Atlantic cod? What? Who? I didn't even know Canada was into like fishing or that much. Is this like an Atlantic province or just this looks real to me. This isn't even a meme. This is just like something fantastic in Canada. Here's a classic looking meme. Says meanwhile in Canada. What is what? What? In the wintertime, grass doesn't really grow much, right? You don't gotta bust out the lawn. I have never seen in my life somebody mowing snow. Like, I'm trying to think, is this because in Canada you guys can get snow even when it's not really deep into the winter time? Like, was this an early snow and the grass is still growing? I'm trying to rationalize. Like, this just opens up so many questions for me about what's going on in Canada. I think I need to move on before I have an existential crisis. Okay, this is someone posting. Someone posted a post saying, "My mom phoned me today and told me that someone in my hometown had robbed the pharmacy at gunpoint." This is in Canada? You guys, your robberies are at gunpoint? Isn't that's like extra bad in Canada? In America, that's expected. A lot of Americans, we have guns and it's normal and easy. In Canada, you got to go out of your way to get a gun, right? So anyway, that's surprising to me. Someone in my hometown was robbed at gunpoint, the pharmacy. The pharmacist started having an anxiety attack, and the robbers were so worried about her, they offered to call an ambulance? Was this in Canada? Someone asked. Of course it was. What? This is just some random post somewhere. I would love to know if this actually happened. What does this say about Canada? So, I mean, they're robbing people with guns. They're bad people. Like, for one thing, it shows me there's even bad people in Canada. I can't believe it. But then the person they were robbing was having an anxiety attack, and they wanted to call the ambulance, so they couldn't help but have that Canadian soul inside of their evil robber exterior, where they had that concern for like, oh my god, I just wanted to rob this place and go home and have some poutine. I didn't want anyone to get hurt, and now they feel bad and gotta call the ambulance. Canada is an amazing place. Okay, this says, Canadians say, ugh, Americans are so fat. They eat so many burgers and fries. It's true. But that's what you Canadians say about us. Okay, all right. And then the chef puts gravy and cheese curds on fries. Canadians, oh, perfect. Mm-mm. Great. Yeah, exactly, Canadians. Yeah, you can make fun of us all you want for being fat, hamburger, hot dog eating barbecue lovers, but you you guys are up there eating gravy and cheese and french fries. How does that sounds like the most, like, if you were trying to gain weight, that would be what you ate. That would be something you'd come up with and be like, this'll do it. I don't know what to call this. Cheese and gravy and fries. This isn't really a real dish, but man, I'm trying to bulk up. Like, how do you guys do it? Um, that is funny. Jaws, Canada. Oh my God. This is this isn't even funny. This is scary to me. Like, I've never encountered a moose in real life, and I've seen on the internet how massive they are and what they could do to you if they wanted. So the idea of a moose like tracking you, just that, they should make a horror movie. They should make a horror movie like this. Not with sharks, moose. Moose chasing you through the water even. Like this says, oh, this is the last meme, and it's a Tim Hortons meme. Very fitting. It's a police officer crying outside of Tim Hortons. He's pulling on the doors. Is this like a stereotype in Canada? In America, we have a stereotype that, cops, people call them pigs. Cops love to eat donuts. Cops love donuts. That's a stereotype. Is this kind of what we're getting at in Canada? It's like cops love Tim Hortons. Do you always see police going to Tim Hortons? They're pulling on the doors. All right. This is finally a Canadian meme. I think I get it. I understand. No question. No notes on this one. And there we have it. That's the Canadian memes. I definitely learned some things about Canada. And I think I understood a lot of these references. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. But I enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these Canadian memes, or if you want to clarify any of these references. If you're Canadian, that'd be awesome to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and learning about Canadian culture and seeing Canadian stuff I've never seen, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.